Hello, everyone. I decided to go with the Yacht Rock filter on the camera because I wanted to give everybody that misty morning. It's a little hazy day at sea vibe. Look at how that looks. It's like I'm in a Kansas video. Dust in the wind. Dust in the wind. All we are is just dust in the wind. Wind. Not gonna sing. Not gonna sing. Not gonna do it. Not gonna lose all the whatever equity I've built up over the years by singing now. We didn't come this far to start singing now. Just trying to orient. We're just gonna do, this is how Jeff Con's gonna be. Me setting up audio and video all day, just touching things, just adjusting cameras, adjusting microphones, saying, "Can you guys hear me in the back? Can you hear me in the back?" That's what's gonna happen. Hello and welcome to Labor Day. Hope none of you are in labor. Hope none of you were in labor today unless you were supposed to be. Because that's the thing that I don't think should be a surprise. Mark, Brandon, Jason, Patty, Jim, Tim, and number one. Good evening, everybody. I have late breaking conversation going on with a couple of people. Trying to figure out if what I can say about certain things and whatnot. But yeah. What's up, Zach? Good to see you. I don't know if this shirt was a good idea. I don't know. I gotta say the shirt looks better live in person than it does reproduced in this video. I just don't feel like it's a good. I shouldn't have. Oh, you shouldn't have. Oh, so how was your Labor Day? Did you get a good day? I look lovely. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Yes, I appreciate that. I did shower because I'm like, they can't smell me, but I never know how far technology is going to advance, and we're all just in a simulation anyway. I just wish they'd make it a better one. So I got to show you this. This is something I just got recently for a good reason from somebody who's awesome. This is my Freddy Krueger winter hat, and I absolutely love it. Love it, and I don't want to wear it because it's going to be hat head then for the rest of the show. But look at this Freddy Krueger hat. Oh my God. You'll probably see this December 6th, maybe. It doesn't get that cold in that part of Tennessee. It really doesn't get that cold. It's December 6th. It ain't deep. I worked on an appeal transcript of a capital murder. That was my Labor Day. Oh, that's heavy duty. I'm sorry to hear that. It's crazy to think that murder happens. It's like, I'm from Chicago. I just, I don't know, 35 people or 55 people were shot over the long weekend, 8 of them fatally or something like that. It's like these things that I can't even fathom doing happen every day. People do this. For me, it's just shit in a book, like stuff Stephen King wrote about, or, it's like, wow, can you imagine somebody did this killing? But people do it. I just can't even imagine. And then it gets into the cold light of day. You go to a courtroom. You have to argue it. You have to analyze it. You have to dissect it and determine guilt and blame and punishment. And it just seems so foreign to me. And I guess I'm just a sheltered little boy, little lad, just eating my berries and cream. I'm a little lad who likes berries and cream. Or is that Greta Thunberg? I don't know. I feel like I'm off to the races and I didn't even saddle up the horse here. Evening, everyone. Hey, Jeff, I ended up canceling my Black Crow Rossum duo set. Realized it was an impulse buy that kept bothering me that I succumbed. They were great about the cancellation and refund. Wow, Ron, I was kind of... All right, full disclosure, Ron, I was using you to see that set. I knew it would pop up on Twitter, even though I have been less than active on Twitter. I was kind of hoping to hit up RC Clinton, or RC over there and see what the duology looked like, the set. So you backed out of it. Okay. So I can't use you. But yeah, I know how that feels. These impulse buys that don't sit well, especially if your financial situation changes, then you don't want to, you're like, yeah, I was a different person when I made that purchase. And I don't want to do it. Color is great. You look fine. Thank you, number one. So, okay, well, I'm sure it's a lovely set. I almost bought it several times. I almost did because I love the quote on the back of that. There's like a big quote on it. And I mean, I could show it to you guys. I had this all ready to go. All products are, because I still cannot believe that Coffin Moon and King Sorrow. So obviously when Coffin Moon or King Sorrow sell out, this bundle set will be gone. You know what I mean? And all options are available. Coffin Moon, I'd expect to hang on because it's not Joe Hill. Joe Hill's a much more popular name, and Keith Rawson's just like getting his reps in. But I'm so shocked. How many copies are they doing? This is almost like the Devils from Joe Abercrombie. I thought that would sell out in a heartbeat. What did they have Joe sign? Like 3,000? They're just abused Joes over there. Joe Abercrombie, Joe Hill. You know, he wants to be Joe Hill because he doesn't want to be Joe King. Are you joking? Are you joking? Yeah, I'm joking. Wow. Okay, can you do anything that's serious? I'm joking. Although, I guess you could say whatever you want, and then the next thing you say is I'm Joe King. But this is the duology with slipcase, and it comes out a total of like 100 clams. And what was the quote? All the gods bent down on a wing and offered me a choice to either choke or sing. And I spit in their eye and said, it's the same goddamn thing. I love that. I don't know. I love that. It's stupid. Whatever. It's cringy. Fine. I won't forget it. I won't sit down. I won't beg for air. Even if I drown, I won't forget it. No. I like these. I like that. I am a sucker for the written word. And that's really cool. So maybe I'm trying to push you back to that, Ron. Maybe I'm trying to say, well, was it such an impulse buy? Did I really sway you? Was it just me singing that siren song of book buying that got you to bite? And then you canceled. Now I'm on live again, and now I'm singing that song, and you're going to be like, well, they were pleasant to deal with. They were very nice people. And you know what? Maybe the dollar is stronger against the pound right now. And if I cancel and if I rebuy it, I'll actually it'll be less dollars because of the conversion rate. Some things to think about, Ron. And then I get to see the photos. How goes it, hardcover? Good to see you. I got to send you stuff in the mail. You and RA. I've been really a bad bonehead. I have lots of murder cases in my courtroom. I've had to limit the violent booze I read. Books, not booze. And I think that's a good phrase, a catchphrase for life, Patty. Books, not booze. As in, well, I mean, it could be a recovery, alcoholic recovery thing. Books, not booze. But you're choosing books and you're instead of negativity. I knew I was your guinea pig. That's why I wanted to let you know. Okay, Ron. No, maybe I've convinced you back to the dark side of spending money. I'm still on the fence about the Fracassi set from Thunderstorm. Well, you got 1 day left. And that's when the FOMO is going to kick in. And FOMO's a mofo. So let me get that rolling for you right here. And like really push the FOMO for you. One day left. This is the set. Now I have both of these books from Zagava. I think they were done really well. I think Jonas over there. Where is he, in Germany? Where the hell is that guy? I think he did a fantastic job. But man, Paul Gobler is a fine, upstanding publisher, a great guy, and he's doing them too. I gotta say, I really dig the art for "Don't Let Them Get You Down." I, of course, am partial to Philip's very special artist on the Zagava editions, Stephanie. Steph, he calls her, because that's his wife, and he can do that. I can't. According to the restraining order, I cannot. But I do like that art. I do like this art. The Egotist looks like a young Gavin Newsom. It's just a funny thing. I guess I'm just being silly. But I like "Don't Let Them Get You Down" cover, even though I am partial. But I think the "Don't Let Them Get You Down" art, since it's the one I've read, strikes the right tone. And I would never peg these as Thunderstorm books. I mean, so there's that. There's that novelty that Thunderstorm is doing this. These are pretty, from my understanding about the Egotist, but "Don't Let Them Get You Down" is a pretty literary read. And it's kind of, I don't know. I think, Philip is with Thunderstorm because Paul's a great guy, and Paul is doing the catalog because he knows Philip's a great guy. So, I think there's that. It's the completists like me are going to come out. So I'm dying to know how many sets are sold. "For to Die For" went to 332, and the other collections were only 208. So this will be a real pulse check. I think he sold over 100. I don't know, but I wonder if we'll ever get the total sold. Oh wow, I just got an email from Thunderstorm. Paul knows what I'm talking about. It says, check your JJYS. Check your JJYS. Wow, this is breaking news. Oh, I also have 666 unread messages in my inbox. That's fun. 666 unread. But, oh, no, I'm sorry, 668. So I'm going to delete this one, and then I'm going to read the Thunderstorm one, and then you could see I'm not lying to you. But should I read it? Let me see. You know what? Let me read this. Let me pull this up right now. Oh, where did I go? I disappeared. Okay, there I am. Let me pull this up, and you can see that I do have 666 unread messages. Let me go here. What am I doing? Oh, let me read some comments real quick. Yo, Mitch is here. Good to see you. Hello, room. Am I late? Not really at all. The only hill I didn't like was the Fireman. I'll take a chance on King Sorrow. Mark, I love my Zagava and might stick with those. Well, that's fine. I mean, that's fine. Hey, Russell, good to see you. Happy Labor Day. Sorry I was absent. It's okay, Russell. No problem. The conversion rate is one Great Britain pound for $1.35 US dollar. Now that's actually better, Patty. It was $1.37. So, what's up, Ollie? Good to see you. Happy you're here too. I'm glad. Just hang out. We're talking books. I'll try not to swear as much. You know how it goes. Good evening, Lance. I put my order in for these two on the weekend. Nice. You're supposed to look your copy of JJYS over. Yes. Happy Labor Day to you too, Cool Rooster. Hello, David. Hope everyone is doing well. We're doing as well as we can. So yeah, I got 666 unread messages. So basically, there is a quality problem in the vast majority of copies of the limited edition of GJYS. Some copies got mailed out, and that is why you are receiving this. I did not do my due diligence in capturing this binder defect. For that, I apologize, and we'll be making some adjustments in my inspection process going forward, specifically to look more closely for this type of defect. I've already sent my entire remaining inventory of GJYS back to the binder to be redone. Thank goodness only a handful got out. The defect is noticed on the end sheet in the gutter where the board meets the pages. Although it will be the binder's responsibility to figure out what happened, from my layman's eyes, it looks like it was oversaturated with glue, which caused the sheet to stick to itself. And then when the book is opened, the end sheet tears. Oh, yeah, mine, I'll look at it again, but mine was really good. I wanted to give you several options of what can be done, and I do apologize for the inconvenience. These may or may not be more or less appealing to you personally, depending on the severity of the defect of the copy of your specific book. Good idea to check both front and back. So whichever option you choose is 100% up to you. Option one, you can keep your copy of GJYS and pick any one currently in stock book to be sent to you for free, up to $135 value. Note, this is for in-stock book only, not pre-orders, and other older orders do not apply. Option two, you can keep your copy of GJYS as is, and I will discount it by sending you $40 partial refund. Option three, you could send me back your copy of GJYS, and we'll reimburse you the shipping and send you a new copy. You can send me back your copy of GJYS, and I will send you a full refund. Just email me the best way to fix this issue for you. I need to know your decision by 9/6. Just shoot an email, and I'll get it done. Oh, man, I feel horrible. I feel horrible. Because, like, honestly, I have no problem with my book. You know what? I'm probably not going to do a thing. I don't want him to be out money when he's going through all this stuff. And honestly, I mean, mine has no defect. So I consider myself totally free and clear of any situation. Now, if they change the end sheets, the perk I get is that my copy will be super rare because it'll be original end sheets. But seriously, I have no problem. Mine are just absolutely fine. So yeah, I could hit them up for the $40. I could also get a free book out of the deal. That just doesn't seem right to me, especially going on and on and on about how much, like, the greedy temptation would creep in, would it not? If I if I didn't have a channel and I just got this email and I never talked to anybody, you'd be like, I could take the $40 back. I could get a free book. Greed creeps in, and then you get like all itchy. It just doesn't feel right. So let's check it with the Magic Duff Bucket and see what we got. Hey, Magic Duff Bucket, what have you got for me today? Oh, it is pumpkin spice latte season. And so I have pumpkin spice Walla latte by Highwire. I don't know what 10W40 means, and I don't have the eyes to read that little type. Well, let me see. Oh, it's Imperial Stout. Oh, that just tells you what it has. Imperial Stout brewed with spice Walla cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, clove, high noon coffee, and lactose. Contains alcohol. Oh, you're damn right it does. It contains 8% ABV. 8%. So that's a lot of alcohol. So I don't know if you know this about me. I ruin my reputation with people every year by telling everyone how much I love pumpkin spice latte. I love the flavor, and I don't give a shit, really, what anybody thinks of that. And so recently, I had same reason I got this hat. I was gifted this, and we're gonna do it. We checked in with the Magic Duff Bucket. This is what I was talking about, racing the horse riding the horse without saddling up first. You got to saddle up. Bro, it's Oktoberfest season. No, forget it. Forget Oktoberfest. Good evening, Phil. Good to see you. 8%. Jeff's trying to get wild. Next week, I'm going to be cracking open a 15% ABV. Mitch, this is good. This is good. They're pulling punches though. This pumpkin spice is a less pumpkin spice than I want. I mean, it's kind of muted. They're pulling punches here. You could kick ass, Mitch, if you did a pumpkin spice latte, but you wouldn't sell any, and you do all that work for nothing because like, what kind of man drinks pumpkin spice latte stouts? I've done a new batch this year. I might still do it. Really? I did it. It was delicious. I wish I would have done a new batch this year. Oh, wow. You did. Oh, but you didn't do a pumpkin spice stout. Right. Did I ever get it? It seems like that's something I would have gotten. Well, Mitch, I'd be happy to. Oh, I thought that was a stain on my shirt, but it's really just something on my screen. It's a whole big operation we got going on here. I don't know if I ever had it. I don't recall. I know you've sent me stuff. You know what really made an impression with me was your Symphony of Sour. I really like that sour stuff. And it shocked me. I was shocked that I liked it so much. Which I shouldn't have been. Mitch, I sent you a message on Facebook. You didn't answer my last question. If you could just answer that last question, you could just say yes or no here. No, it was a pumpkin ale. No, I got a pumpkin ale in the fridge. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Fine. I will. I will, Mitch. There's a 15% ABV beer. What is it? A Russian Imperial or I'll let you know next week. It's in the fridge. Unless somebody wants to run and get it for me. It's a Doghead Brewery beer, and it is a stout, and it's 15% ABV. And I drank one Saturday night, and it did its job, man. It was good though, because a lot of times they up that ABV, and a lot of times they up it and they sacrifice quality, like flavor. This rode the line, but man, you can't have more than one. You can't have more than one and operate like heavy machinery or your vocabulary. You can't operate thought. So anyway, there, this is 8%. Jeff Ward Stout still more powerful. And I drink twice as much, 2.5 times as much. Is it Worldwide Stout? Dogfish Head, Worldwide Stout. Yeah, that's it. As I was listening, I got the book-only subscription from Twisted Retreat. I was going to talk about that. You stole my thunder. They offered it to me too. So I switched to book-only. I was so relieved. Because, all this stuff is nice. Like, this is awesome, this spoon rest. It's fun. I like it. It's like a bone and, this ram, which isn't Baphomet. It's just a ram, but it's creepy. It's on top of whatever. Mitch pegged it. He knows what it was. Dogfish Head. Yeah. Worldwide Stout Worldwide Stout is a great G. It's a great G. It's a weird way to spell beer, but yeah, no, it's good. I liked it. Still partial to Jeff Ward Stout and Sugarfoot. I did really like Sugarfoot. I saw somebody commented that you're glad I didn't take today off. I'm glad. Yeah, glad you didn't take the day off. Some random guy in Florida. Yeah, I am too. I didn't take the day off. Oh, that's funny if you know my life. From what I'm hearing, books are exempt from the tariffs, but if you get a book box that has all the little trinkets, you'll get tariffed. Ooh, ooh. So, well, the good thing is for us Yanks, Twisted Retreat is in North Carolina. And so tariffs don't apply. It's not an issue. You just got, it's the abominable book box or whatever else they have overseas that will get you slapped with the tariffs. But books are exempt. Yeah. Oh, that's what Illumicrate said. Oh. Yeah, I just like they asked why I was canceling my full box subscription, and I wrote, um, I just don't have the shelf space, the money, or the desire, for all that extra stuff. I just want the books. I love their books, so I'm happy with just going that route. We got a lot of books to talk about tonight, so I don't know what I'm doing. SST is exempt. Yeah, they're just books, so that's cool. That's good. That's important. Ugh. Some days I notice the gray more than other days. Should I get the Grecian formula for my beard? Should I do that? This is good content, right? When a man grooms himself. When a man grooms himself live. Great Lakes has a Nosferatu double red IPA out now. It makes for a good October beer and has a cool looking can. I think that's important. You know what I mean? I think the can is important. The bottle, the label, the sticker. So, what do we got? Well, here's what we got. I'm going to show you. I am almost done with it. I'm almost done reading it. But this is what I was talking to Mitch about. I've been reading this book. Philip is reading it, and it is going to be up. It's up. Is it up for pre-order now, Mitch? You could order. I'll show you the page, and you could order this right now. Just us. I'll put the link in there. But this is crazy. This is Chris Panettiere. The only other thing I read by him was Death on the Swayback, and I thought that was absolutely brilliant. Nice short story with a creepy environmentalist horror vibe, right? I think that would have been a good story to put in Revelations, that anthology that was raising money for climate change. Philip Fracassi was in it. Stephen King was in it. I think that story would have been an excellent addition to that anthology. Now, Philip Fracassi is an anthology with Stephen King. Why wasn't he in The End of the World as we know it? That's always going to bother me. But this is crazy. So it's a fantasy book. So I don't normally read fantasy. I'm not a fantasy dude. But this doesn't have like that high speech fantasy that, like, say, the Dragonbone Chair or the Brothers of the Wind by Ted Williams. Ted Williams or Ted Williamson? I don't know. I gave my signed copy to my brother-in-law because I just don't read it. It's like a history book of names you can't pronounce. This has fantasy, but it's not like that sort of fantasy. It's basically how it centers on the struggle between humans and angels. And even if people don't understand, there's a struggle between humans and angels. And the first part of this book deals with, the whole book, throughout the whole book, it deals with this concept of the longing. The longing's a disease that is basically terminal depression. It is depression where there's no way out other than this way out that I can't even mention because I'll get demonetized. And it was heavy duty. That first part, it was almost as bad as Don't Let Them Get You Down, where I had to just stop reading a couple of parts because to conceive of terminal depression is heavy duty, man. It's heavy duty. But what I thought was most brilliant about this book, and I'm not done, I just have a little bit more to go. What I thought was most brilliant was the whole machination. Chris Panettiere sort of dissects the idea of faith. What is faith? What does it do? What does it produce? Who does it benefit? It has a lot of religious. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm stepping around. I don't want to reveal too much. I don't want to reveal too little. And I also don't want to give the wrong impression because it's not like you have to be religious or a Christian or anybody who's familiar with organized faith to understand this book. So it doesn't go that deep, but it does explore the idea of faith and what it means. And is there a real currency behind faith? And yeah, I'm kind of paranoid about spoilers, so I don't want to say too much. But that is brilliant. The whole idea of the give and take, the struggle of the unseen world, and what's behind everything is pretty brilliant. And so, anyway, this is the first Rapture book, man. The first Rapture book, and you can pre-order it. I categorize it as horror fantasy. It gets hella dark. Yeah. It's up for a secret pre-order right now. Let me get this link up and then I'll share the page with you too. So very, very cool. So you can go look at and pre-order it here, but don't share this anywhere else, peeps. And the ad for this or the promotion for this picture, the picture on the product page is pretty wild. It's like, wow. Instead of the book, they're showing this, or Mitch is showing, Mitch, Mitch, he's showing this turpentine can because that is central to the holy medium, is central to the story. That's pretty awesome. I like that instead of seeing the book. Who wants to look at the book? Rapture. Oh man, that is so cool. That is so cool. It's pretty wild. So since it's a secret pre-order link, you don't need to show the book. You could show an art that is symbolic of the book and go with that. And that's pretty fun. I think that's a good sort of unexpected play. And I want to read all that, but I'm not going to read it here. You could read it here. You could read it when you go to the site. And it's pretty cool because there's a lot of subtext to the story. When you read it, it really kind of explains, or it attempts to put a framing around current world feelings. Like if the globe or if Western civilization had an emotion right now, this is trying to explain that emotion, that confusion, that struggle, that angst, that global angst. Why does that exist? Why are so many people feeling so out of sorts, so disconnected, so pulled apart? This book, this story goes to a level of putting some possibilities out there, or one strong possibility. It's very cool. So, and it's gonna be our boy Mitch's first book, man. It's a chonker. It's a chonker. I mean, look at that. How many pages, Mitch? And it's got cool, badass art in it. Look at this. I'll show you when I make the screen bigger again. I'm going to stop sharing because now I realize I'm not even showing the turpentine can, which is a fun image. But it has art in it. Very cool stuff, man. It's the sort of book you read it once, you want to reread it because it reveals its machinations as you go. And you're like, oh, and it's sort of one of those things where it just clicks into place. It makes more and more sense and reading it again, knowing all the things that are at play. Kind of, nudge it. When I click the link, it doesn't give me a way to add to cart. You showed me some art he's finishing up today, and it's insane. That book will be loaded with amazing art. Mitch, Patty said she clicked it, and it doesn't. I clicked add to cart. Oh. Continue. Really? It should say add to cart. Because I clicked. Let me show you, Patty. Does it not have it? I clicked this, add to cart, and then it added to cart. So it's in my cart. Continue to cart. So I don't know what that's all about, but Mitch better fix that like right now. You're upsetting my viewers, Mitch. She's going to be at Jeff Con 1, and you're going to have to answer directly to her if you don't get this fixed, Mitch. So no button. Oh, mine adds fine on my end. Maybe try a new browser. Cart works for me. Are you on your phone? Oh, that's well, we're going to figure it out, Mitch. We're going to get that figured out for her. Daytide. Genuine Ponderosa turpentine, like you'd find at any good art supply store, right? I'm on my phone. Oh, maybe try on a desktop. I don't know. It will be on the bottom above your search bar on your phone. It's gray, so you might miss it. Yeah, because you got let me see. How does that work? Let me pull that out. Oh, I see. Yeah, let me show you. I wonder if how this will work. I see. I don't know if I could show it to you like this, or how that'll reproduce. Oh, that's cool. That's weird. So I squinched the window down to a little narrow bit so you could see what it probably looks like on the phone. And you see down here where there's the button, it says add to cart. So when you're scrolling, you might not see it because you're like, oh, I'm just seeing deets. And it says +1, but right here is where it says add to cart. My annoying face is blocking the whole button, but you get the gist. You know what I'm saying? It's down here. Turpentine can not included. Yeah, I mean it's yeah. It says turpentine can not included. So it's a little bit of a tease. He's being playful with the photography, not showing the book, and it's kind of fun. He's being fun. He's being silly, but you can see what the book looks like. This is a book. Daytide. Look at that. Look at that. Rapture on the spine. How does that feel? I dig the logo. I just noticed that. I never noticed it. It's the lowercase r from Rapture in the spotlight from above. Boop. Or man, it's so weird doing it. I don't know what I'm doing. But anyway, I think I dig it. I think it's cool. Daytide. Chris Panettiere. I was tempted to get Shit Show. That's Chris Panettiere's other book that he's pumping out now. Evening, what's up? I just got on my laptop and now I see it. Okay. What's up, Chad? Good to see you. Wait, what is this Rapture Publishing paperback? This is Daytide. You can secretly pre-order it on this live right tonight. You could see I put the link above, Chad. So it's a secret pre-order link. Just don't go telling people. I don't know what Mitch will do, but yeah, give it a pre-order. Give it a good old. What I was talking about, you could watch it on the replay. It's only 8%, but it's enough. It's enough. It's like, yeah, it might not be a big iron bar, but if you stick a stick in the spokes of the bike, even an 8% stick will make you flip over the handlebars. So 8% is not nothing to sneeze at. Creepy. It's an ARC for Rapture's first deluxe hardcover. Yes. First deluxe hardcover. This is publishing history. And Chad, as I was talking about the book, it was like it's a dissection of organized religion and faith, highlighting the struggle between humans and angels. And I will say, very satisfyingly ties together the premise of the book toward the end. Like, nothing's like, you ever read a book and they set up a very ambitious idea in the front end and they can't land it in the back end. And so you're like, yeah, you didn't connect those dots so well. And it feels sort of like you just sort of expected us to go along with this without thoroughly thinking it through. And this book is the opposite. You don't realize it sets up some huge ambitious machination of the world until you're into it. And then you're like, oh, wow. And then you start to see more of the machine. Very cool. I could see that it was probably a lot of work to connect all the red yarns. Might need a Letsky novel sometime soon. Yeah, I'd agree. Look at Mitch and Rapture showing GJYS how to crank the books out. Oh. In the story I'm writing, there's going to be a GJYS goose egg. Goose egg? Easter egg. Right now, I'm dropping a goose egg on my story, but there will be Easter eggs all throughout for fans of the people I feature on the channel, for people who watch this channel all the time. There will be plenty of Easter eggs. Oh, man. Yes. Plenty of Easter eggs. So, yes, that is Daytide. Daytide. I'm dying to see how it wraps up. I'm right at like, I could tell I'm at the final boss battle. I'm on chapter 61. Now, if you remember, Boys in the Valley only went to chapter 62, and I pleaded with Philip, can you please just stop at 61? Don't read chapter 62 if you're reading that book. Just stop at 61. You can do that. You could stop at 61 and end on a different note than if you just continue reading that last chapter. I think Philip doesn't like it when I say that, because obviously it's his heartfelt work. And why would I recommend an incomplete? Ordered. Awesome. Do I got a bell to ring? I should have a bell. Ordered a Daytide. Daytide. Awesome. Awesome. I can't wait for people to read it and sort of weigh in on their thoughts. I gotta say, Mitch, you better be careful, because kind of makes you thirsty for turpentine. It just sort of does. I think if Mitch, if you ever wanted to brew, what do you do when you distill, right? You distill spirits. Like, you don't brew, you brew beer, but you distill scotch and vodka and all that, right? I don't know. But if you could create a vodka, no, not a vodka. What am I talking? Well, Mitch, you need to extend your alcohol empire to include a spirit whether it's scotch or bourbon or some, I don't know. What do they do out in Tulsa? What does Oklahoma have? I bet you it's the driest of dry counties out there. And you should create a spirit of select something and call it turpentine. Just label it turpentine. Maybe misspell it so people know it's not actual turpentine. And then you'll get people who will drink it, and then you'll be sued because they accidentally drank turpentine. Yeah, I think you'd get sued. You'd be in a lot of trouble, I think. That's why I'm not brewing anything or whatever. I'm putting on my extra ring for protection. It's like my gargoyles. They chase away the evil spirits, the stupid thoughts. Fracassi is, got my order in also. Awesome. Fracassi is writing an intro for Date Tide too. Philip frickin' Fracassi. 8%. It's so expensive to start a distillery here. You got to pay, you got to bribe so many officials, I'm sure. You got to bribe. Ugh. You know, Chicago is the last city in the country to have aldermen, and all the other cities did away with aldermen because it was stupidly corrupt. People were bribing the aldermen to get like local benefits, like neighborhood wide sort of allowances that they weren't entitled to. And they just bribe an alderman. It was easier than going to the mayor, and you could have an inroad into Chicago. Chicago politics are so goddamn corrupt. It's like, it's almost a source of pride for Chicagoans to say, I'm in a city that's uber corrupt. We're talking like North Korea government level corrupt. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome when you think about it. So they still have the damn alderman. So I don't know who you got to bribe out there, Mitch, but get to it. Mitch, what's a secret bonus item? Oh, people are reading. Well, it's a secret. Where does it say that? Limited 300 copies, wraparound full color dust jacket, 10 plus interior illustrations, a bookmark, offset printed, high-end cloth binding, hot foil stamping on cover and spine, Smith's own binding. I don't know. What does it say? Super secret item. I didn't see that. I didn't see the secret bonus item. So anyway, it's a secret. So many exclamation points. But it will be so dope. Oh, now he's selling dope. So yeah, Date Tide. A piece of Rapture history. And a crazy ride through High Side. Very cool. And I will say, as somebody who doesn't like fantasy, the fantastical elements of it were very accessible. So it wasn't like I was put off by any of the lineage. And I thought Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. was here. It just popped into my head. I thought I saw him pop up. Is he here? I think I'm going to take off later, Gators. Why? Where were you? Oh, what the hell, dude? On a holiday? Fine, let's do this. Greetings and salutations. I see in the back of my mind, I knew he was there. Okay. Well, you can take off, Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. There may be an Easter egg in my book with you in it. Well, my story, my short story that the secret bonus item is a miniature turpentine can. That's according to Lance. I got to refresh the screen, of course. So I refreshed it. I still don't see secret bonus item. So So I don't see it. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I have it in my cart. I haven't purchased it yet, Mitch. You need to convince me. You need to convince me why I need this. Published in March of 2026. Now, you have to publish this on or before March 2026. I added the description, but it's not showing up. Oh, that's fine. Somebody saw it for everyone. Maybe you need to drink turpentine to see it. Death comes to those who live. The longing is here, a ruthless psychological pandemic that only ever ends one way. Most find relief. Oh, well, I can't read that on my channel, man. Kaya Sin chose fire. With Kaya gone, her friend Adam has only the support group they attended to keep him going. He's at his lowest when a priest named Hale Karnath. I knew the name, but I was reading it wrong. Anyway, it's cool. I'm not going to read it. You're there. You got the link. You can check it out. You can order it. And I apparently cannot. I don't get to see the secret bonus item. Pitched as Black Metal Wizard of Oz. I saw that on the back of the book. Black Metal Wizard of Oz. So this stuff. And yes, I thought that was funny. Black Metal Wizard of Oz. Pumpkin spice turpentine. Yes. Yes, please do that. Please do that. So Stephen Noe Allison Jr. has pulled a Hans and left. Gonna dock his pay. He's supposed to be here. Anyway, what else do we got to talk about? We got a lot of stuff that I have in my brain. Tyler Jones is having a 99-cent ebook sale for all the people who partake of ebooks. I hope authors make a lot of money on ebooks. I don't know what they make. I don't know how that goes, but I don't like ebooks. I don't read that way. But it always seems to be such a great, cost-effective way to read. 99 cents for like his entire catalog. How can you say no? How can you say 9? You should do it. Yes. So there's that. So here's this is interesting because I got this. So I got the Black Crow. We talked about Black Crow earlier, and The Babysitter Lives. This came out. It is a cute little book. It is a tiny little book, black sprayed edges, very nice, and it is signed and limited to, I don't know. It doesn't say how many, but it's published by Black Crow and Titan. So that's what it is. It is not hand numbered, but sometimes they say how many. I don't know. Is there 1,000? But the book itself is very plain. It's a trade edition with foil stamping on the spine, a unique dust jacket. The Babysitter Lives, and sprayed edges. So I don't know. I'm pumped because I read Buffalo Hunter and loved it. And that was also a Black Crow book. So as a reminder, this is that. And this is sold out. I'm shocked. Black Crow is sold out of this and Witchcraft for Wayward Girls by Grady Hendrix. And it's sort of wild that it is. Because it's Joe Hill's not sold out. Like, I don't know. I don't know what has to happen, but this is also still available. This is 22 pounds. It's very affordable. Ships right away. Now it ships right away, but I pre-ordered it. So I can't wait to read it. But it is a tiny little baby book. Very cool. We make more money on print books unless you're willing writing giant epic fantasy tomes and are enrolled in KDP, so you get a decent amount of money for all the page reads. Oh, interesting. Mark also ordered. Ring the bell. Ding, ding, ding. Interesting. Yeah. I definitely want to see authors make the most money. And my hope is that if you are somebody buying the book for 99 cents, it either introduces you to that author and then you're like, oh, I love this stuff and I'm going to read more. And therefore they have a new reader / customer. Or you already own the book and you're like, well, I'm not going to get my Cheeto dust fingers all over the book. I'm going to get the ebook and read it that way. Actually, any way that gets people reading is a good method. It's on the order confirmation. Oh, okay. So I got to order it and I got to confirm the order. Hang tight. Oh my God. He's so cool. Why am I not signed in? I don't have a coupon to add, Mitch. I'm writing a note to Mitch in the notes section, because why not? Because why not? Oh, whatever. I'm not even going to get into this right now. Why doesn't it autofill? Okay. Let's figure this out. See, this is why I don't keep going with this stuff. Okay, whatever. This is making for a lot of dead air. And I saw I dropped from 23 viewers to 19. Has my address, has everything. Okay. Okay, whatever. Done, Mitch. Done. Are you happy now? Yes, you're happy. You're a happy little boy. Order the book, and on the note, I got a split. Have a great night and week, folks. Yes. Cool. Nice. Okay. Thank you for your order, Jeff Terry. So very, it feels aggressive when you throw my full name at me. I guess you could have said Jeffrey. For me, Jeff Terry and Jeffrey are like you're mad at me if you call me either my full name or just Jeffrey. It's like not cool. It's not cool. It is unwanted. Stop. This is unwanted. I learned that in HR when I used to deal with HR. No. So what's cool about Black Crows, they're finally shipping in Black Crow boxes. Before, when I unboxed, I never did an unboxing video for Buffalo Hunter. That's missing content. I got to think of the channel. But they came in broken binding boxes, and now Black Crow is doing its own thing. So that's bona fide. They have arrived. And I don't know if I should keep the box. Do you think I should keep the box? It's an artifact. Oh, Flash gets a thank you. Okay. No, I mean, Flash gets a thank you. Just me with my 8%. It's a really good box. It is. It's a very, and I do like the logo a lot. I mean, I think producer Jill might object to the type treatment of the name, but it's very simple. The whole box is just that. Black Crow Books. I think it's cool. But I've not been trained in the ways of typography as some people, as some people are. Thanks, Jeff. 1F, thank you. Because I'm down to my last one. So yes. That's what it's all about, Mitch. That's what it's all about. I read Meat Ship and it was awesome. Looking forward to more from Sam Rebeline. I would say RA and welcome tonight. I don't think I saw you earlier. Go to get Galloway's Gospel. I linked to it. It's from oh man, now I lost it. I don't know who the publisher was. Damn it. What was the name? Oh man, it started with an O or something. Sam Rebeline has a relationship with this bookstore, and they were doing signed copies of Galloway's Gospel. And I wanted to get it, and I didn't yet. But then it went out of my brain. Oblong Books. So this would be my recommendation to you. Okay. This is Oblong Books. Sam Rebeline, Galloway's Gospel. But he did make it clear that if you want to fully enjoy the book, you have to read his other stuff. What were the other books you had to read? I don't know. But it's part of this universe he's creating. And you could enjoy it as a standalone. Don't get me wrong. You will probably enjoy it because the guy seems like he's got a supercharged imagination and he knows how to write. So I have every confidence that this will be a good book. But to get the ultimate enjoyment, you have to read. I don't remember what his other book, but you had to read them. So that's my hat tip to you, RA. My little nod to connect you to more works from that author. Because Meat Ship was awesome. I do believe that. Are you going to do a full Sam Rebeline book in the future? Perhaps Mitchell? Thanks so much. Rebeline is freaking awesome. Yes. Yes, he is. And he was a really nice guy in that book club chat. I could tell he barely tolerated me, which is more than most people do. And so I appreciated that courtesy of, yes, I'm going to have to deal with this guy for the next hour or so. Thanks, Jeff. I'll order that one. Yeah, it's like $30, a signed first edition. And he talked about it in the book club. I don't remember what he said. But so I don't remember exactly the details, but it sounded so freakishly bizarre and awesome that I almost immediately bought the book. And it's only because I don't remember what he said about some plot points, some details. It's the only reason I didn't order it yet, but I should order it because he was a good guy and I want to support him. Rebeline and I have discussed a novel. Would be so sick. His ideas are insane. Yeah, they are. What's up, Mike? Forgot it was Monday. Most people do. It is Labor Day. You could have taken the day off. That's totally acceptable. Stephen Wayne Allison Jr. did. Have to run a bit early tonight. Good night, all. See you next week. Yes, take it easy, Ron. Please consider rebuying that Rawson set. Or just tell me who's ordering it so I can go check that out and see it. Yes. What else did I get? Oh, I ordered this book. This is another copy. So I have 2 copies of this book, and this one is signed by Joe Lansdale and Bev Vincent. So now I have 2 copies signed by 4 people of this anthology that has Chismar in it. I mean, it's like a stain. When you look at a book on your shelf and you know it's dinged, when you look at that book, especially if it's a high-end collectible book, you just keep thinking that has that one defect. You know, I dropped it, now the corner's dinged, or it's shipped like garbage, and now that's dinged. So now when I look at this book, I think, God damn it, it's got Chismar in it. It's like fecal matter. You know, you're like, it's got Chismar in it. Ugh. It's like that little part, the brown spot in the book. You got to just like get around it somehow. I'm going to ask Phil Fracassi to write a stand-inspired story, and then I'm going to tear out the Chismar part and just tip in the Fracassi part. So it has to match the exact number of pages. But with that book, I also got this, Hatchet Girls by Joe Lansdale. This is the new Happen Leonard. He was at an event at Murder by the Book in Houston, and he signed this one as well. So I got Hatchet Girls, signed first edition, along with The End of the World as We Know It. And that's like my jam, man. These signed first editions, my jam. Very curious about that stand book, Full of Friends or All Worthy Stories. Chad put his finger directly on the pulse, and then he drove it into the victim and ripped it open. And now the blood's spitting out like an open fire hydrant. That's exactly it. It's all the buddies, all the little, it's the clique, it's the cool kids table. Gabino Iglesias, Brian Keene, Christopher Golden, Cynthia Pelayo. Who are all the people that are all at the cool kids table? And it was invite only. And they got King to do the intro. Yeah, that's what pisses me off. But it has Josh Mallerman, Ronald Malfi, Joe Lansdale, some other authors. I mean, there are authors in here I wanted to read. I mean, come on, Wayne Brady. Wayne Brady, from Whose Line Is It Anyway, is in this? Come on. I know Scott Ian was supposed to be in this. And that actually, I like that because I'm a big Anthrax fan, but he's no longer in it. But who else is in here that I wanted to read? Nat Cassidy's in it. I heard great things about When the Wolf Comes Home, so I'm kind of jazzed about reading that. Michael Corrida is a great guy. He's also friends with Chismar, which I can't explain that. Wraith James White is somebody I wanted to read. Chuck Wendig is somebody I wanted to read. Rio Yours is a good writer, but Westlake Soul just wasn't my jam. Yeah, and then there's some people that are sort of buzzy names that I've heard from other people who've read them that they're just not, there's no there there, you know. They just, and maybe I would love it because there are people that say that about Stephen Graham Jones, that they're like, no, this is not good. And I absolutely love Buffalo Hunter. So I could be wrong. I could be judging. You know, the worst thing to do is to judge someone by someone else's opinion. That's a bad way to go. So just because someone else talked about somebody in a bad way doesn't mean you would think so. Like Carolyn Kepnes, who wrote You. That was a good book, well written, just not my jam, you know, just not my thing. And she dropped so many Stephen King references in that book that it makes you feel like she's an insider. But yeah, there are some names I'm reading on the back here that have been very buzzy, but sort of just that's all there is to it, just noise. Westlake Soul was not my jam either. No, and it was a cool premise, and it was, I think, well written, and a lot of people kind of made me regret DNFing that book. A lot of people seem to put it out there as like a tearjerker near the end, and that's cool. I'm there for a good tearjerker, but it has to have meat. Like, it has to mean something. And I did feel bad for this surfer dude who was in a vegetative state, who's the main character. But I also thought the guy was full of himself. The main character was so self-absorbed that it's almost like a reward for him to be locked into his skull with himself. Is an awful, as awful a fate as that is, and I would not wish that on even Richard Chismar. I would not wish that on anyone. But that's what made the book misfire for me. Is it seemed like that's all this guy only wanted to be with this guy. He only wanted to be with himself. And that being trapped in his own skull was sort of like a relief for him. I actually love Westlake Soul. See? I mean, so many people have made me regret DNFing it, and then I ultimately sold. I had the SST copy, and I sold it. So I do have that regret, and that sort of irretrievable regret, because I had the best edition of that book and I got rid of it. So now I can't just like, all right, I'm going to give it another try and pluck it down from the shelf and pick up right where I left off, because I usually leave the bookmark in the books I DNF. It's kind of masochistic, maybe a little absurd, but I leave the bookmarks in there to show me exactly where I DNF'd. I'm going to bleach out the pages with Chismar on it. That's funny. Heading out early. Have a great week. When we get together next week, it'll be a year older and closer to the... Stop it, Mark. Stop it. Happy birthday. Enjoy it. You're only uphill from here, right, my man? I spent all weekend building my Billy shelves. When I was reloading all the books, I found 3 Chismar books that they did not go back on the new shelves. Do not taint those shelves. The Lansdale story and the Jan story is good, but wasn't very impressed with the rest. You read the whole thing, huh? I heard a lot of people saying it was so good. You know what? I'm really seriously considering doing a Jeff Word anthology with all the authors I love. Personally, I don't like, and I know you guys do too, but all the ones I love, and calling the book All Killer. Because that's what it is when you get an album and it's hit after hit, all killer, no filler. And you just call it All Killer. That's a great horror anthology, in my opinion. I think it is the actual Wayne Brady, and everybody was wondering why the hell he's in it. But he's co-authoring in it with Maurice Broaddus. Except for Chismar, go ahead and judge by our opinions. I felt like it was judgmental towards people who are in an impossible, heart-wrenching position with loved ones who have to make end-of-life medical decisions. Really? Great idea, Jeff. You should do that. Well, Chad, you have to be in it. So it couldn't happen without you. All Killer. You and Philip. Man, I so many people. Tyler Jones. So many people. But that's interesting, Patty, because I don't think I got too far. Because I know the family is sitting there thinking, is our beloved son viable? Is he there? Is he even aware? Is he even present? And I could never judge somebody in that position who decides to unplug the machine and decides to let go. I would never in a million years judge somebody who does that, because that's such an impossible position to be in. Awful. I couldn't imagine. But yeah, so I don't know how far. I don't know if that's like the culmination, the end of the book, but basically the story is about a guy he's a surfer. He has an accident and he is in a vegetative state. He's completely paralyzed, and but he's able to observe and see. He's aware of the people coming into his room. He's aware of his environment, but he's also fighting against a death in his brain. Death is coming for him, and he's trying to fight death off as long as he can. And the family is heartbroken. They got this caretaker that comes in to visit him, and I don't know. It felt guilt inducing. Yeah, that's a shame. And it could be just a misfire. Rio Yours writing the story, trying to understand somebody in that position, and coming up short. It's kind of an ambitious goal, to be honest. But the reader shouldn't feel guilt. Anyway, you're making me feel kind of glad I didn't finish. All killer. And what else do I have to talk about? I got to talk about Eye of Manos, who's not here. I was kind of hoping he would show up. Alan sent me this book, Gila, by Catherine Plasek, and I was over the moon. I got this. I wasn't expecting it. It came in the mail. It was a vintage horror book, number 9. I have 4 others. I don't have Bats Out of Hell, or I don't know. I don't know which ones I don't have. But I was going to pass on this, even though Jared set it aside for me. And Alan, Eye of Manos, bought it, gifted it to me, and I am just floored by it. And I did a whole video, which that you get my live reaction to actually getting this book, being blown away by it. So I wanted to take this opportunity to thank him on the live. I thank him in the video. I wrote him a personal thanks, but holy shit, this was awesome. And if you're not familiar with the vintage horror series, I mean, it's been so long since I had a Centipede book. It's like Rain in the Desert, Centipede or Suntop. When I get those books now, it's been so long since I've gotten books like that when I get it, it's like, oh man, what I took for granted when I was getting these books on the regular, every month buying a Suntop book. It's like, damn. Jeff, do the anthology with short stories and get Mitch to publish it as his second hardcover. Yeah, I don't know what it would take. I don't know, but maybe that's something to look into. What I'd have to pay authors, what I'd have to pay to print. Because I would not be a good editor. They'd send me a story and I'd be like, oh, it's awesome. It's going right in. Well, we need an editor. We need a proofreader. We need quality assurance. You don't want to publish a story. You don't want to be Thomas Monteleone. I have to really strongly get my act together. I'd have to have an act to get together, probably. So, Gila, yeah, floored by that. And he also sent some bonus goodies, including a Suntop coaster. It's pretty awesome. Suntop coaster. I don't know how many people have those, but they're a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun for your drinks. You put your drinks on them. They protect your furniture. Because according to producer Jill, anything you put onto a surface will eat through the surface. By the end of the day, it'll be like alien blood. The movie Alien? where they spit the blood out and it burns right through. That's what a condensation will do to any table. If you don't have a, you're onto something there, Lance. Oh man, he is. I'm a good proofreader. It's part of my job. Uh-oh. We might assemble a team of mighty superheroes right here. We're going to have to make phone calls. We're going to have to reach out to some folks. All killer. I mean, when I think of that, it would be like a book. When I flip it over and I do one of these, and I see all the authors I want to read, and not all of Brian Keene's friends. That's, I'm just not to put too fine a point on it. Not just Brian Keene's friends, not just the cool kids table, the cliquish cool kids table. And I think if we ever did an anthology like that, I would have to write an afterword or a foreword or something. And I'd say, it's a big FU. It would be the title of that piece. It's a big FU. And I would say, this is for all, I would want so much good talent in that book. Oh. When does a dream become a goal? When you get off your ass and you do it. That's when it happens. That's when it happens. Mitch knows. He's running like 8 businesses right now. No big deal. He's 4. He's 4 years old, running 8 businesses. Got a team of accountants because he can't keep track of it all, even though he is an accountant. Also, a great name for an anthology, not just Brian Keene's friends. Yeah. I mean, we all hated it in high school when everybody segregated and all the power center, they all stayed together and they bullied everybody, and we all hated it. Then why did we recreate that in every goddamn institution that we create? Why do we recreate it in the government, in churches, in employment? It's so obvious when it's done. I've seen so many people in nameless marketing agencies giving work to people who are just friends, not necessarily people who are available. Mitch has that toddler energy. Oh, you can't stop him. He's worn out so many babysitters. I keep doing this because I'm freaking out because there's a spot on the screen and I think it's on my shirt, and I don't want to be the normal. Not just Brian Keene's friends could be the title. The people on the Jeff word would know what it meant. Oh, any of the people on the Jeff word would know what it meant. Yep. Not just Brian Keene's friends. He's got Gabino Iglesias, Glenn Danzig of horror on his side. I just hate the whole shouting others down. It just makes me just evoke something out of me that I just get so mad when I feel people are not listened to. Sorry, bad typing on my. No, it's fun. It's fun trying to watch me, jump over the obstacle course and read it for everybody. I would do that to me all the time. I would do constant typos if I was watching somebody try to read the comments, because I could fix a couple, but not all. I'm gonna probably finish this and let the 8% do what it does and call it a Labor Day and call it a stream and release you guys. Football season starts this week. Am I right or am I wrong? I believe it starts Friday because we had to go to some other country to play football. I don't know what the deal is. You know what? Let me see. When does football season start? I should know this. Now you get to see me type. Well, good night, Russell. Good night. Thursday, I think. Yeah, September 4th. That's early. Usually it's like the 10th or so. Just a few weeks. What? Okay. So, Thursday. Yeah, okay, Thursday, September 4th. But there's also a Friday game, right? Thursday, Friday. Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Charger in St. Paulo. St. Paul? Sao Paulo. Oh, why? Why do we have to go? It's an American sport. We could broadcast. Mitch and I go head to head this week. Nice. Nice. All right. Well, I'm going to be doing the fantasy football jam. I'm going to try to kick the hell out of everybody. And maybe I'll watch 5 minutes of football this season. Most of it is me licking my wounds, trying to figure out which player I need to drop and who's the hot hand that I can pick up that week without ever having watched a minute of any game. So it's strictly what Yahoo reports back to me is my understanding. Why money? My kid is excited about the Friday game. I have no idea about any of it. Oh, why? Because of money. Yes. Money rules the world, and it's the downfall of it too. Yeah, I don't know why we would need that game anywhere but in the U.S., but whatever. Let the NFL ruin itself. I'm just gonna have fun doing the fantasy football stuff. So bring it, Jim. Oh, well, now we're gonna get into trash talking. Save it for the chat on the fantasy football page, and we'll have a good go at it. And enjoy your Labor Day. Enjoy the rest of it, whatever's left. Congratulations to anybody who scored a day tied with that super secret special bonus item. Whatever that is. And enjoy it. I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to live the dream. I'm going to have my coffee with sugar and cream. Poems just roll off the tongue because I'm Irish. Just roll off. It's all because I'm Irish. So good night, everyone. See you next week. See as many of you as possible at, oh, you know what? I'll end with this. How about this? Not that page. Where is it? Oh, no, don't tell me. Okay, I got to close that. Oh, man, I got to end with this. Got to end. Okay. We're going to close this. Did I close it? No, I didn't. Let's end with this. I'll end with sharing this. This will be my little bit of a tease. I'll edit. I'll end with this tonight, and then I will click end the live. Here it is. There we go. So stay tuned. A lot of fun stuff on the horizon. Hope to see you next week. And until then, stay frosty.